The Healthcare Cost and Utilization Project online reported in 2009 on their official website that there were approximately 6.4 million children hospitalized that year. Some of you maybe even spent some time in the hospital as a child. In fact, according to my audience analysis, 3 out of 5 students in our very own classroom have been hospitalized or have known someone under the age of 21 who's been hospitalized. The Ronald McDonald House provides families with housing located within a few miles from major medical facilities in countries around the world, and they work to relieve the stress that comes with having a child in the hospital. As a past volunteer for this organization, I've done some research on how and why they got started, and I would first like to tell you a little bit about their background as well as the services that they provide. Then I'd like to give you a little bit of information about why this organization is so important and why they need your help. And finally, I will provide you with some stories of families who've been helped out by our local Ronald McDonald House here in Springfield. There's just a little overview. So first, let's start off by the history and the services that they provide. The first Ronald McDonald House was started on October 15th in 1974 by Dr. Audrey Evans and some of her colleagues in Philadelphia. The official Ronald McDonald website reported in 2012 that there are now more than 300 Ronald McDonald houses worldwide. Some of their international houses include homes in Tokyo, Germany, Hungary, and France, and that's just to name a few. They provide families with sick children under the age of 21 a place to stay, their own room, kitchen facilities, free meals, laundry, and also transportation to and from medical facilities. Their mission includes creating, finding, and supporting programs that directly improve the health and well-being of children. In Springfield, we have 2 locations. One is at, over by Cox Health, and the other one just opened last week on the 6th floor of Mercy. The official website of the Ronald McDonald House of the Ozark reported that this year the number of families who'd stayed in the house were 303, and that was just of October. So in the past 2 months, they've had more families as well, but as of October, they've had 303 just here in Springfield. Each family is asked to make a $7 donation per night when they stay, but if they cannot pay this, they are not turned away, and the services they can still reap the benefits of the Ronald McDonald House free of charge. So now you have a little bit of information on how and why they got started and what they do. So let's discuss why they are so important. As stated before, there are millions of children hospitalized each and every year, and are forced to face medical obstacles without their families by their side due to financial or locational restraints. With the help of volunteers and donations, Ronald McDonald House can work towards alleviating this concern, but they need generous and gracious people like you all to help them out and donate your time and talents. The vision of Ronald McDonald House is to change a child's life. You'll change their family, which will change the community, and ultimately you will change the world. So shouldn't we help out a great organization that works to change the lives of millions for the better? It is our ethical responsibility to better the community, and we can do this by helping children and families in need through Ronald McDonald House. I, in the past, have worked with Ronald McDonald House, both here in Springfield and in my hometown in Joplin, and I've cooked and cleaned, and I've met multiple families, and it's just a really great opportunity to connect with the community and see yourself make a difference. The Ronald McDonald House volunteer website stated in 2012 that their volunteers save them an estimated $40 million a year. Erin Woody is a past volunteer for Ronald McDonald House, and she stated in a personal interview in November of this year that she loves volunteering with an organization like Ronald McDonald House because they focus on the families. They give parents and loved ones a place to stay and not have to worry about the expenses so that they can focus their energy and time on their child in the hospital. So now we've explored why this organization is important and how you can help them out. So I would like to inform you about how our local Ronald McDonald House has helped families out. Imagine you're a parent, sibling, or family member who has a child in the hospital, and you have to leave them and go away because you cannot stay due to financial restraints or because you live maybe hours away. Imagine that gut-wrenching feeling you have as you drive away from the hospital as your child lies in the hospital bed alone without you. This was almost a reality for the Phelps family, who are past guests of the Ronald McDonald House here in Springfield. And they stated on the official Ronald McDonald House of the Ozarks website that their daughter was diagnosed with a fatal disease soon after birth. As they awaited their daughter's fate, they spent their Christmas holidays away from home here in Springfield at the Ronald McDonald House. And coordinators and volunteers gave the Phelps Christmas gifts for their daughter, as well as made them feel as though they were not alone and gave emotional support. Thankfully, their daughter was found to be misdiagnosed and her illness healed, but the Phelps family said that Ronald McDonald House profoundly impacted the rest of their lives. Imagine how much different this experience might have been had they not had the Ronald McDonald House. The emotional support was also shared by the CREC family, who stated that on the official website as well, that it was so comforting to be able to talk to other families who are hurting like us. Ronald McDonald House provided a family atmosphere during a tragic time in our lives. Without the love and support of Ronald McDonald House, millions of families who are already hurting and worried would feel even more alone. Another volunteer, Rihanna Sears, said in a personal interview that it was great to work with an organization that provides such a great service to the community. Ronald McDonald House really does create a home away from home. So today, we discussed the background of Ronald McDonald House, as well as some of the services that they provide, why they are such an influential not-for-profit organization, and how they've impacted our immediate community here in Springfield as well, around the world as well. So I hope today you've learned a little bit more about this organization and realize all the amazing things that they can do. And I urge you to help Ronald McDonald House in any way you can, whether this is a donation of your time, money, or even just spreading the word about Ronald McDonald House and all the great things that they are doing to help the community. Volunteering can be easy and simple. All you have to do is call them up at our local Ronald McDonald House. The information is there, and I also have handouts for you. But please help Ronald McDonald House charities change a child's life, and ultimately you can change the world. Thank you.